something you ain't, simple and plain.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. All right, guys, topic of the day. There was a stat that came out that was really interesting. Until last season, every NBA Finals in the last 15 years included either Duncan, Kobe, or Wade. Kenny, do you think Wade's impact on the NBA has gone underrated?
I think it has. I would say that I can't name 3 two guards in the history of the game.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now, here is Russell. 11 feet away, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Now Dragic following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. The kick out to Dragic, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Here's Dang. Up again. It's good on the putback. Wade's got his first points of the game.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And stolen by Whiteside. Dragic kicks to Dang. Another miss by Dang. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Clarkson. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Dragic with it. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. From 10 feet out, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guy.
Now, here's Clarkson. Wade is covering. Clarkson passes to Hibbert. No good. And Miami the other way now.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Shoots from the baseline, and Russell gets it to go on the assist by Bryant.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Lakers trail by 8. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint, and then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. Bryant, that's for 2. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson dishes to Dragic. From deep, Richardson. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. With LeBron gone, the Heat had to overhaul some things they do on offense. No doubt about it. Still Clark, they kept some of the principles there that had been part of the LeBron years.
Yeah, exactly. And one of those principles, a big one, was the idea of spacing in their half-court sets. They still were able to open up for a lot of easy threes.
Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Chris Bosh. Williams for 3. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. The Heat leading by 11. Fires for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Richardson. And even without LeBron or Ray Allen, as you said, the Heat were very good at setting up threes. The percentage of their made threes that were assisted on was over 90%. That's top 3 in the league for that stat.
And here are the Heat now. They're on an 18-6 run. To the middle, here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away. You know, even with players coming and going, this spacing they have is a system the Heat have found to be very successful for them. I mean, parts might come and go, but the idea is the same. Space the floor and get quality shots from the perimeter.
To the inside. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got 8.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Fires from deep. That's good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Nance. No luck. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to patrol the paint as much as possible.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Julius Randle is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Here's Dang. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too, but he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. but still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol. No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Clarkson's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes and volume, and that's not his game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Russell. And it's off from three-point range.
And back to Luol Deng. I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year. But the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers. No good from Dragic.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Stolen by Wade. Outside Dragic. The dish to Deng. Taken away by Williams. 3-on-3. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Russell.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Now here's Wade. Shot's good. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Down low, here's Winslow. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Winslow's got his first basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Richardson. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
And stolen by Richardson. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
.116 left to play in the first half. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. Shot from 16. Can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's pass. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
And he sinks the second. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Wade. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Stolen by Clarkson. Inside. Miami grabs the miss.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's...
Kevin, I'm here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the... Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
The second half just about to get going here.
It's been a nice game for Richardson. He's got 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
On the floor for Miami, the big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Dang in at the small forward. Bosh, no one around him from outside off the mark.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
It's Dragic with the drive. Lets it go from 11 and off the front iron, and in it goes. 8 points for Chris Bosh.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Here's Whiteside, and Hibbert with the block, but he gets it back. And the Lakers call time here.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
That's it. The Miami lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Clarkson. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Dragic against Russell. And the shot is good. 6 points for Goran Dragic. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Spark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. Well, I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. And the Lakers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And it's out of bounds, the Heat able to retain possession here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Wade. Randall grabs the board.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Bosh, the screen. Dragic kicks to Bosh. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Nancy's checked in for the Lakers. And Miami with a change here, too. Nick Roberts is checked in. Lakers trail by 8. Passes it to Williams. Hibbert kicks to Randall. Shot from 12. Tries again. And Nance puts it in.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Williams for 3. Good D by Wade.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And that is good. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Again, Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Williams with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Williams leading the charge. And he gets it to go. Bass has got 5 now.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
To the paint, here's Dragic. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. 8 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Russell.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Misses the 3.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth.
Laker girls.
The Heat leading by 9. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Larry Nance, also Roy Hibbert out there. Kobe is out there with Clarkson, and it's Huertas in at the point. Here's Deng. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And it's 6 points for Luol Deng.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
And here we go. Deng heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Heat lead by 11. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Heat shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Bosch, the screen. Nance against Johnson. Unloads from 13. Here's Bosch. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Randall's checked in for Nance. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in. Hibbert with the screen. Bryant drives in. Misses off the right iron.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Wade. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Randall. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. The shot by Bosch can't hit, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Randall down low. He's covered by Bosch. Randall no good. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 11.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Oh, and here comes Bosch all alone. Wade gets the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Clarkson dishes to Randall. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot.
Oh, jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Miami.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Dwayne Wade. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Wade. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season. And it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And there's the foul, and it's on Brandon Bass. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. No good on that one.
2 shots.
And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy. Coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3 or just taking it to the rack himself.
Stoudemire, the screen. Dragic, the pass to McRoberts. Kicks it to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Williams dishes to Nance to stop the run. Shot is no good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding.
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
I won't bow down to no